Okay, it's waiting for the people to come on. I want a lot more. Everyone.
You contradicted the thing now.
No, I haven't. He hasn't signed anything.
Eh?
He hasn't signed anything.
Is it only once he signs?
Mm.
Are you sure?
Okay. It's morning auntie running a tap there. I like it. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Let me start off now with what I have to say. So, what I wanted to say here this evening, I wanted to say my story of my experience by a sort of center that I was at and by a sort of man that I've been with the last 2 years. He doesn't even know the time, a year and a half. I've been there 2 years. Man's brains maybe fried, I don't know, something in that lines, who knows. Maybe he needs to take more meds or less meds. I don't know. Yeah, so starting off here, I would like to say that today I have been to the courts. It has not been served on him yet. And if anybody hears this man using my name in vain, mocking me, humiliating me, saying anything about me, please report it to me. Screen grab it. And if not screen grab it, record it. Because I've got enough recordings of him already, calling me a fat fuck, live. And for once, I'm not going to lose a battle. I'll tell you that now. Not me, not Tank. I go through walls and I go through these things. Remember, like I said, some man taught me to be the best, and he taught me how to play the game against him. And unfortunately, his con and my con together makes a better con. So you mustn't think that he's going to play with a God's kid. God's kid, yeah. So, I'd like to speak about my experience at this rehabilitation center that I was at. Firstly, my father booked me into this rehabilitation center where it says on the forms that in winter you pay 10,000 Rand and in summer you pay 14,000 Rand. My father was a full payer for me at 10,000 Rand at this rehabilitation center. I was there for a month and a half when this man went through something there on the farm, a divorce. And as soon as that divorce happened, he took me in to be his personal driver after a month and a half being at a rehabilitation center. Within that first month and a half, within the first 2 weeks of being his driver, I went to a casino up in Langebaan and gambled the whole night. We then left there and drove the whole way through to the Namibian border, where we just turned around and rode back. Back to the casino, that is. That was a month and a half being in rehabilitation, not 3 months, not 6 months. Then with being in a month and a half and all of this going through on the farm, it was at about 2.5 months when I had been we had been offered opportunity to buy a Wendy house at 40,000 Rand on our parents' expenses. My father then purchased my Wendy house, which I have proof of payment and receipts for, which I have been told that I will not get back, which we'll go to court for, so I can get it back, even if I have to break it down. Sisiong, you know what I mean? Sisiong. Then, for the next 5.5 to 6 months, I was even promised a car which was so-called given to me that I'd have to pay him off monthly. I've got a written contract that says I'll be paid 10,000 rand a month, free rent, free Wi-Fi, free everything. And part of my salary will come off to paying off this car. So for the other 4.5 months that I worked for him, I was paying off this car by working for him. I've got a contract that states this. So where's my money then for that car that I'd been paying off for 4.5 months? At 4,000 rand a month, 3,900 to be exact. I was conned. I was actually working for peanuts. I was conned because afterwards I got told that car is no longer mine. I forfeit all payments to that car. Right. Throughout this time, we were all told that somebody had got given 186 million rand from some Swedish embassy or consulate or whatever, and none of it was true. Not one bit of it. In this time, he had even promised pastors money. Pastor, I give you 1 million rand, pastor. No, the pastor didn't get. The pastor got, I can tell you the fee, but I won't tell it to you. And a few months later, he was begging the pastor for the money back and taking the pastor to court for the money back. Because of apparently his mental issues that was going on in his head at that time, or his sickness that he's got. Which he said live that he's got. He's told us all. Sick. Sick, I tell you, that's already sick. Then, with him on road trips all the time, and being on the road with him, yes, I looked up to him as a very big father figure. I won't deny that. But there was cons in everything, and I saw it. And it kept me a distance away from being closer to him at times. There was times I was on the road when the man was mentioning to me, and I think we all know how the con works of, sort of put it out there in the air. And what do we call it again? Whatever it is. And he kept mentioning to me when we were on the road, Tank, your father's got a big business and I got an NPO, and with the NPO it means your father can donate his year-end taxes to my company and it gets written off by SARS. I saw the con a mile away. I think I told my father. So yeah, I was kept very closely by a man to hope that I would keep on using the law of attraction by telling me this and go to my father and tell my father this. Well, section 18 of the law says it can't happen. Because he doesn't have a section 18. So it couldn't happen. Then, as I said, going on further and further on trips and that, I eventually started getting tired. No jokes. It was 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 31 days a month of traveling on the road every day with a man that can't sleep and never sleeps. Me, that's a month and a half clean, was expected to go through detox like that. No. But I did it because I'm a strong person, man, and I can do it. Anyway, throughout this, going on road trips and that, we would go on a lot of road trips, and with the road trips, there would always be casinos involved, And this is me being a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months in recovery, having no real recovery in me. And just by the way, you mentioned that you're 13 years with a sobriety and 14,000 a month. Half the time we're employed by you with free rent. So take away that. It's not program fees, because you were actually taking us to casinos. Is that part of the program? Taking us to casinos. So you count that for 14,000 and taking us to casinos. Is that what it's about? No. So take that money, take that 2.2 million and make it 100,000, because our parents paid for our services to be there. Okay. It's not 2.2. You can't count your services when you're taking us to the casino, which is a gambling and an addiction. Come now, man. Think. Think, man. Then, we would go many a times, as I said, to casinos and sit in casinos and that. And I would also have to go draw money for this individual, 5,000 rand at a time. And then there was times when there wasn't money in a certain bank account, and he would say, I'm going to transfer now from the business account to my private account, so you can go draw it, please. I won't mention the account's names. I'll mention that when it's necessary. Anyway, coming to both my written working contracts, I've never paid UIF, I've never paid tax, I've never done anything. So when I wanted to go claim my UIF the other day, after being told to leave the farm, first of all, he told people that I'm leaving the farm. I then sent him a courtesy saying I'm not coming back. Truth. But he already told people before that he had kicked me off the farm. He had called a meeting and said he'd kicked me off the farm. I can't go claim my UIF because the company hasn't registered me with UIF. Company hasn't registered me with tax. Nothing like that. Anyway, going through the recovery road and so on. Going on the road trips, and that was quite fun. We even ended up going to a road trip up in PE. Myself, Graham, I won't mention the other two names, but I think we know who it is. Who do we call them, Laryl and Hardy? I don't know. So I'll get into that point. Anyway, we go up to PE. We go to the casino up in PE and that. This man has his certain favorites. He's been mocking me about being fat and I need to eat less. And kept on talking about me eating less and mocking me. Used to make me sit behind him at the machines when he orders himself and somebody else food and doesn't even offer me food because he's like, no, you need to eat less. So what I had to do was contact my mother and send me food money at the casino at 1 o'clock in the morning so that I could eat. Because I hadn't eaten all day because we had spent the whole day in the casino. For 3 days we slept outside the car at casinos. Mossel Bay, PE, Mossel Bay again. You want to get checked, go to the cameras, you know what I mean? Yeah. Get the dates, go on the cameras. There was no meetings. It's never been meetings, man. It's been taking us addicts, recovering addicts, to casinos so that he has dirt on us, man. That's what he wants. He's dirt on everyone. You're not going to have dirt on me. You can play this game as much as you want. Nobody's going to have dirt on me, man. You can try. Put the dirt there, man. Show them. I'll show people real dirt that I got on my phone. Lips to lips contact with women. Go on one road trip, we were going to go to Bloemfontein. Didn't go to Bloemfontein, ended up going into Prince Albert. This woman is drunk in the table where we're eating, and he sees an opportunity and he takes full advantage of the opportunity of a woman being drunk. You can sit inside the lounge and, things turn out. Myself and Angus pay cash for a room. And after paying cash for that room, myself and Angus book into the room. And he says he's going to disappear for an hour or 2 or 3. Anyway, he gets back in the car. He phones us 2 hours later. Please come pick me up. I'm 3 hotels down. At a hotel now. Climbs back in the car. Sission. Owens. Fist pump. I've never had a better blowjob than that in my life. Where women hold me around my waist and suck me off. I've never had better sex than that. I haven't mentioned any names here tonight, you know what I mean? Nothing at all. Anyway, my experience comes, as I'm saying, eventually come back to the farm after this thing. I tell Angus, okay, I mentioned his name, I tell Angus where I'm busy ordering food after my mother sent me money for food. Yeah, I had to contact my mother to send me food. Anyway, I get back in the car, I get blasted. Why wouldn't you ask me? Why would you ask your mother? You've just given away the game. At that point, nobody had known he was going to casinos. Anyway, we get back to the farm, a certain situation occurs. They go to, Kurt, my friend, best friend, goes to the casino with this person. They win a large amount, they come back. Kurt shows one of my other friends, Garth, the money. And Garth checks, hey, there's a lot of money at the casino. Says nothing, Kurt goes to this person, tells this person, check here, Garth, what's the question about the casino? Garth comes to me, Tank, this person just came up to me and cucked me out and said, who told you went to the casino? Long story short, they thought I'd pimped them. They just pimped themselves. Anyway, meeting gets called after that. Everyone gets called into the house. I get cucked out from a dizzy height. I get put back on the, not yet at that time, get put back on the program, but now apparently I'm spreading stories and that to defend himself. And out of guilt now, he tells everyone for the first time, he admits to everyone for the first time in the whole program there that he's gambling and they're gambling. And with this going on, gives them all 200 rand. The next morning takes it back. Yeah, no, crazy, I don't know. Michael got given a caravan. I remember that he slept in a caravan. Oh, that caravan got taken away and just went to somebody else. Everyone was supposed to be employed at that time on the farm and working for him because he had got this 186 million rand from the Swedish consulate that he had bragged about. Everyone was getting this in MP200s. Meantime, it was the trip, man. There was somebody tripping big. Don't know who, but yeah, tripping big. And, from that day, he thought I branded him and I burnt his ass. He didn't know, I kept quiet. My parents didn't know. My aunties didn't know. Nobody knew, man. Only I knew, man. And I told nobody. So guess what? He branded himself, man. Lekker that I can say that. It wasn't me. Long story short, after that, I got treated like shit on that farm. Where people on the farm will testify for me that were there. That I got told that I'm a waste of white skin. I'm a pariah. I'm lower than a piece of dirt and a piece of shit. That me, I'm a fat fuck. Why am I here still? I should fuck off. Yeah, see somebody at that time, okay, I was in pain because now I was working for him where I got the contract that says rent free. Actually, wait, should I go get my wallet quickly? Sorry. Let me just show you one of the contracts here. See the stamp there? See the signature there? Free boarding and lodging. Well, the last 3 months, I was told that I have to pay boarding and lodging. They've been promised increases and all that I never got. Yeah, no. I keep my ducks in a row, always. Keep everything. Anyway, after putting back in the program, I can tell you now, I left. The day I left, actually, I never left. I'm inside the house. My parents come drop off, it was the day before my birthday. And they come drop off stuff. 22nd of March was the date. 2020. And my granny gives me some luxuries for my birthday in a gift bag. My family gives luxuries in a pick and pay bag. And anyway, The stuff I was supposed to share with the house, I was going to share with the house. My personal stuff that I got as gifts, apparently afterwards I had to go to the house as well. No, my friend, I was sober living at that time, and it was told, and I was working there, that whatever comes in I could keep because I was not on the program. I was working there. My stuff didn't get searched. But this is them now striking out and starting to do whatever they want to do against me. Funny. Long story short, whatever I got pulled in. The manager, CEO at that time, me and him start arguing, throws a pencil box in my face in the argument and tells me to fuck off. So I fuck off the farm and I leave. I never left out of my own. I got told to fuck off the farm. When I get told to fuck off the farm, I get down to the Shell garage, phone my parents, both of them, and they'd both been contacted already and said, listen, yeah, if you open up the door for your son again, you're opening up the door to kill him. So anyway, as the story goes on, the only option I got left is sort of to come back to the rehabilitation. But this time I've had my own Wendy house. It's paid for already. It's been bought. The 40,000 rand was paid. My Wendy house was set up. I'd organized the bed. I'd organized a lot of things for it. And I was inside my Wendy house and that, and I got put back on the program. I was told that even though I had my own Wendy house, the price would be at a reduced fee then of 2,500 rand, which my family was then conned and told to pay 10,000 rand a month again. The original agreement was if you have a Wendy house, you pay a certain set fee because you have bought the Wendy house. That was to all the people that bought Wendy houses. My father had to pay full price again for my Wendy house. Well, for me to live and go back on the program. Even though I had my own Wendy house bought on the farm. I had to go back to roommate in the communal rooms, and it's fine. It humbled me, you know what I mean? Part of it got me to where I am today because of Kurt Schuler helping me. The man wasn't, after I was put back on the program, he then took Graham as his driver. Wasn't there much involved. Kurt was the one there running the farm and who was involved and getting the O's that were there at that time sober. Straight. He got them sober. He was there putting in the hours and the time. I know what he done for me. Couldn't have been a man that's out gambling. Sorry to say it, but I'm grateful. If you think taking me on the tull trips and putting me in the tulls is trying to say that I'm ungrateful, man, I've been in the tulls my whole life, man. I know her tulls. It's cuck her tulls, man. Cuck. Nothing lying about that. Cheap shit, man. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going on. The one day, you know, another thing as well, I've signed an indemnity form when I came in there that is on my email that I forwarded to the email address of the rehab. That was forwarded from my stepmom to the email of the rehab, where it's signed there, and it says that all information spoken in this rehab is confidential, and you may not speak about a patient or a client, their confidential things that they've spoken in the house of this rehabilitation center. As you can see, my confidential stuff has been sprayed all over Facebook, and I have not done one thing wrong to this man other than walk out because of the way that we were treated on that farm. You don't know how we were treated. None of you were there. Sorry to say it like that, so bluntly. After being still ripped off on a daily basis for the next 6 months in the program, you fat fuck, you worthless piece of shit, getting told that. Apparently that was to help humble me and to try and make me feel better about myself, or his way of trying to make me not be so sensitive, and eventually feel better about myself. No, man, that's sick, man. Sick. And this is all because he thought I betrayed him. But yet, he stuck himself in his own back. Play, man. Play with a king's kid, man. Me, I'm a king's kid. I work the spiritual program. I didn't use my grace of God to con people and to use it to get money along the way, man, and use the perception of art against people to get what you can along the way, man. I didn't do that. Anyway, getting to further into my story, eventually I have a spiritual awakening there, get given another chance, I get made manager there, general manager of this place. And yeah, you know, it was good the first 1-2 months, but anyway, being general manager there for the first 1 or 2 months, it was tough. Kurt was going through a wedding time and that, and you know, I would have expected a man to be guiding me along the way there, especially when Kurt wasn't there as much during that time, but instead he was still doing what he was doing all the time, like I've previously said. So I was left to run a rehabilitation center by myself after being made a manager within a week or two or a month or two. It's fine. I could do it. You know why? Because I'm tanked, man, and I can still do anything I want to do and anything I put my mind to. And I thank that man, and I thank Mr. Schuler for getting me to this stage today when I can stand just strong and say that I know who I am. And you can think I don't believe in myself, but I believe in myself. Take it from where it comes from. But you're not going to burn a man like me. I'm not going to burn in hell. You're going to burn in hell. Watch out, my friend. You are going to burn in hell. Keep playing with God. Playing with fire. Can't play with fire. Remember that, you'll burn. Then, you know, there's a lot more I wanted to say. But I'm still going to say some more on that, yeah. Is that, you know, working there, now at the end, there was a certain someone that came in that knew nothing about addiction recovery. Nothing. Absolutely nothing about addiction recovery. And she was trying to run the spot. She couldn't. A lot of people ran away because of her. I actually got messages on my phone, voice notes on my phone from 6 months ago, being like, Tank, this person has tried to commit suicide and whatever, but she's running a rehabilitation center now. Doesn't make sense to me, but anyway, I don't understand that. 5 months ago was almost dead. Suicide, but you're running a rehabilitation center. 5 months. Anybody trust your son to be there? No, man. Crazy. All about the con and perception. Remember what I said. Yeah, blood is thicker than water, I suppose. Oh, fuck, sometimes I'm glad about that. Because trust me, I'm glad that water dropped. And I got away from there. Sometimes it felt like I was in a cult. As soon as he doesn't have a hold on you, he wants you gone. He wants you in the pit of hell, which he's trying to do to us now. He's not going to do it. He's not going to get me there. Sorry. God's on my side, brother. So you know what? Step 2 says we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity. I've been watching live shares. I didn't see no sanity there. I see insanity. And that to me means that there is a relapse that's happened. Step 1, step 2, step 3 is the most important steps. And if it means a certain person needs to go back to those steps to get back into sanity, back in touch with God, then maybe it should happen. But, like I said, I won't get bullied the rest of my life. I was bullied before, man. I was tired of being bullied by a man, being used by a man. But he told other staff members, listen, you can never let Tank know his worth. Because he's got nowhere to go. And we can use him as long as what he can stay. Well, luckily for me, that staff is loyal to me, man. And they told me. Because they couldn't see me being used by another man. It's what he does best. He's used everyone. The con, the perception. So, sorry, man. Makes me just. But you know what? Today I got a strong family around me that believe in me, that's gonna stand with me. Because everyone, I think I walked through the shopping center and like, how did you last so long there, bro? Are you crazy? Did you not see what was happening there? Fuck it, are you sure you're still alive? Is there a ghost walking? Tank, are you a ghost? I know I'm big, but they were asking me, are you a ghost? Even as big as I am. It's like, no, bro, it's Tank. How's it? How you doing? No, you're a ghost, bro. Sure you weren't dead on that farm. Somebody was going crazy, Paul. They was going crazy. Are you sure you're alive? That's what people ask me when I walk through the shopping center today, man. No, man. Couldn't live under those circumstances when I'm being told, please sleep in the house with my licensed rifle that I've got. And because you need to protect my mother and whoever else is in the house. Because our lives are in danger. Because the man's been threatening, the EFF threatening this. And you put all of us on a farm under that man's circumstances. Yet you hide in the casinos and you say it on your lives. I hide in the casinos because it's the only place I feel safe. But you leave the rest of us on the farm to feel unsafe. Luckily I'm not a pussy, man. I'm a man. And I'll stay on the farm and defend myself. I don't hide in a casino. Not me, man. I'm not bang. I'm not bang, man. Show you who's bang, man. Don't play my brain. So I'm not playing with you no longer, Paul. All that I'm saying is, me, I've got what I've got. I've got everything that I need. I've got voice notes from women sending me, please come fetch the scripts that I've made out for so and so and so. I've got voice notes of it. Don't play with me. Please, man, don't. I'll show you how to play. Because you taught me how to play. But you forgot I also got my con that I can also play with. So there's one up on you. Don't play. All that I can say is, out of truth and everything that was said here tonight, the man wants me to fall, man. But I'll never give him that satisfaction, and I'll never give anybody my key. He wanted to have my key. He tried to intimidate me on a weekly basis with my ex-girlfriend, saying shit about her, sending me little voice notes about her, what she's saying about me, to try and make me fall, because he knew I'd fallen into a bit of depression. Yeah, I fell into a bit of depression after I broke up with my chick, for sure. The first time ever in my life I've been in depression. I felt like doing nothing. But at the same time, this man gave me such anxiety that I was waking up shaking every single morning, man. Shaking. Because of the way he had me locked in his little cult or his little trap that he had, and he had me where he wanted me, and he knew that I'd know where to go. But guess what, man? My family was sitting there and waiting, man, because they saw what was happening and they knew that things weren't going right there, that somebody's losing his marbles, man. Yeah. Want more information? Should I go on longer? Should I go on longer? You know what I mean? Nah, I don't need to, man. Got nothing more to prove. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got a gentry for a tin of baked beans like he's telling everybody now. Yeah, man, you need to give him 2 or 3 tins of baked beans because he's so ugly, man. Sack. Got 1 tin of baked beans like me, sack, man. Must say I'm good looking if I can get him with 1 tin of baked beans, buddy. Fuck it, you need 2, 3 or a whole fucking case. I'm act clever here. I'll show you who's clever, man. Anyway, all that I can tell you is I'm not one of those dogs running around there. It's only 2 kennels on that farm. 16 dogs. No, man. There's a man that wants everything. In case I'm in a sleeping house, I had a dog that I miss there. I really love that dog and miss him a lot, actually. To follow me around like a man thing. I love that dog. Okay, maybe 3, 4 kennels, but let me just retract that, you know what I mean? 2. But you know, this last road trip that I went on, I rode from Worcester to Mossel Bay to a casino, from Mossel Bay to Bloemfontein to the casino, from Bloemfontein to Joburg to a meeting, so-called meeting, just to get a benefit. Don't know if they got the benefit. Sisyo. From there, straight to Kimberley to the casino, from Kimberley back to Mossel Bay to the casino, the Friday morning casino before we came home. There was no meetings, man. Anyway, we're taking on casino trips, man. Me, personally, I wasn't taken to Wawas with that man. But I saw him take other people to Wawas. People that he's proclaimed that hasn't been to Wawas, they went to Wawas, man. He told me nogals that, thank you to Young in Recovery, but this person's been with me a long time, 3 years, even though he left and came back. But he's been to Wawas, man. I'll take you to the houses and go klop on those doors. Come. And then you take me to the house and klop on the doors where I went to, man. No way, not with you. So, I think I need your money to get me a gin too. No ways, Paul. Nah, that's just sort of part of my experience that I went through. I won't say that I didn't find my sobriety there, because I did. I might be sounding arrogant tonight, but you know what? I've been picked on and bullied on enough by people, man. And I've been taken down enough by being bullied in my life, man. And this man isn't going to bully me any longer, man. At 57 years old, I'll show you how to get bullied. Or we. You can't always win. Something that I got taught in recovery, take responsibility for what you do in tank. Tonight I take responsibility. Always taking responsibility. But unfortunately, if you can't take responsibility, you'll never come right. So maybe somebody needs to take responsibility. You know what I mean? So, to those that helped me along the way and supported me, all my friends on here, all my family, every single person here that's left the enemy and seen what the man is about, man. The devil. It's the devil's king, man. Devil's child, whatever you call it. But yeah, that's sort of where I want to come to tonight, man. Is that I went to a recovery center, got taken out of a recovery center to another addiction. Okay, I won't say I wasn't gambling before that, because I was. But taken while I was on the program for a month and a half, to a casino to go gamble, and that was one of my biggest problems. Are you going to say no when you're offered 300 Rand or 500 Rand to gamble? Here we go, cash in your hands. Okay, and you know the old saying, but at 1.5 months, you're sort of still in active addiction. You're still getting through your detox. Your mind is still far from fucking right at 1.5 months. So the choice, I didn't know choices right or wrong from yet. I didn't know right or wrong yet. But he took me there, man. He led me there, man. This was supposed to be my hero. The man that was going to save my life. Save what life, man? Maybe save your own life at the moment. Nah. As I said, the best addiction counselor I know in the world is Kurt Schuler. And I'm stating that from what another man has said. The best addiction counselor in the world is Kurt Schuler. Nobody here is better than him. Nobody here knows addiction better than him. The best addiction counselor, as stated by another man, is Kurt Schuler. Hands down. As I said, the other man wasn't there to even know what was happening on the people on the program. Schuler was just reporting back, but he was doing all the recovery, man. He got those people sober, Clutchy, Garth. People that's left in this time that are still sober. I can mention many names. People that are still following Rael. Me, got me sober, man. Almost 2 years. It was 22 months the other day. a few days ago. Do I need to shave? Maybe, maybe not, you know what I mean? Nah, nobody can force me to now, pal. I'm alright. I'm free. I'm set free, man. I'm not held by nobody anymore. Now let me tell you about my mother that this man is talking about. Me and my mother had communication problems, even though I had my phone while I was on the farm. I still couldn't communicate with my mother and my family at times. My family will vouch for me that they would phone and I would say I have to go now. But you're too scared to be on it and you're too scared to do this, and you get told while you're watching the live, even though you're supporting the live, like, why are you on your phone? You should be working. Part of my job is to sit inside and do the books. And sometimes the guys at shower time, I'm taking my lunchtime and I'm watching the video. What's wrong with that? Huh? You work from 6, 5 in the morning, 6 till 11, 12 at night. First one to wake up, last to go sleep. I'm probably going to get told, nah, you didn't wake up every morning early. You know, while the CEO was telling me, Tank, I envy you, man, that you up first every morning. Two people can't be wrong, man. This man can't always be right. Think, people, man, start thinking. Really, start thinking, man. Open up the little brains, honesty, open-mindedness and willingness. Are you willing enough to be open-minded? And are you honest enough with yourself? With yourself, about what you believe in? No, man, correct. Anyway, that's sort of my short end of the stick. So I said I won't go through abuse again from a man. Whether it's verbal abuse. Actually, let me tell you about a time that I'd come walking in the house sometimes. I don't know if this is just sick or what. When at times I was walking in the house and I would get showed private parts and said, yes, Stan, why don't you just touch this or feel this or come shower with me? Apparently there's stuff going around on the internet about nude pictures of this man. I don't know, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, was I not caught in maybe shouldn't I have been caught in something bigger that didn't happen? I don't know. But this man at times put me lower than what I felt when I was on drugs, man. But being who I am, I came back. And with Kurt helping me, I came back, man, from the pit of hell. I hit the lowest pit of hell in rehabilitation center. Felt like I hit my low in there. So the way a man slandered me and broke me down and told me I'm a fat fuck, as he's done the whole time on his live shares. Yeah, I've got the video copies of those as well for court. Keep on. That's all I say is keep on. I've kept quiet until now, man. I haven't said nothing. Been wanting to say nothing. I left on the night that I left. Don't come make false accusations, man. Prove it in court, man. Bring it to court. I got my facts waiting on my phone. Got everything. From tuck shop lists to everything on my phone. I kept every bit of it. Don't play. I've even got photos of times in Prince Albert. Want to buy them? Anybody want to buy them? I'm up for grabs. You can buy me. Maybe the Recovery group will buy me. You know what I'm saying? My name's Graham. Nah, man. Gonna take me for a gat, man. Gonna take the rest of the people for a gat, man. Me, I'll sacrifice myself for everyone else there. You know why? Because they're good people, man. They addicts that deserve chances, man. Same as me, I deserve the chance as an addict, man. But this man, once you go against him, he tries to take away your chance as an addict in life, man. Because he wants an hold of you and he wants to control you. He's not going to control me any longer, man. I'm going to take a fucking full responsibility. I'm going to go on with my life. No matter what he does to me, no matter what he says to me anymore in life, says I'm going on with my life, man. And let me get back to my mother's point. I've been gone now a week and a half. I can tell you in a week and a half I've spoken more to my mother than what I did in that farm in the 2 years. The relationship is back, man. Uniting families, saving lives. So tell you now, when you leave there, the relationship with your parents get 1,000 times better. You don't have to be on your toes about who you're talking to and whether you're building a relationship back with your family again, man. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go on any further. Because I'm just going to keep on talking and I'm going to keep on sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking. Not sinking my own ship. I can tell you that. For sure. Sinking another man's ship. Oh, if he's not sinking it himself right now. Anyway. Have a good evening. And, yeah. Let's say probably around 2 later on me. And then, you know what I mean? Go listen to all the blasphemy, or go listen to all the slandering. Go listen what shit he's gonna make up about me. Come with facts, man. I got facts, man. I got people to stand and give facts, man. That will stand with me in court. I'll tell you now, in the time that he was going to divorce, there's maybe 2 people left on that farm that's still standing out of 20. And I will call all 20 of those people by name here tonight if you want me to, and get them to come to that farm. Or come stand with me in court and say what went on that farm. None of them's there, man. There's 2 left. 2. Yeah. Anyway. Crave to Save Rehabilitation Center. Goodbye.